it's not over.
Well, Tigat, it's not over, but our World Cup hopes are fading badly and we're hanging by a thread.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Welcome, DTM fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Adrian, it is not over. Yes, we are here to talk about the Reggae Boyz, and we're here to tell you that it's not over. I'm in my shirt, still cheering for the Reggae Boyz, and it is not over. It's not over until the fat lady sing. Today we have in studio Adrian, my guest, and we're going to talk about the upcoming game against Panama. Welcome, Adrian. What do you have to say?
Thanks, Tigat. It's not over as yet, but surely our World Cup hopes are hanging to a thin thread, and it's hoped that Panama will not bring out the scissors and clip it.
Well, they say once there is life, there is hope. So guess what? We have life and there is hope. So guess what? We're going to Panama and we're going to take all 3 points. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at the head-to-head clash between Panama and Jamaica, what they have been doing over the years. All right. So first, let me show you what we're talking about. Adrian, this is the head-to-head clash with Jamaica versus Panama from 1969. But we're not going that far. We're just going to do recently what they have been doing. We see our last World Cup match with Panama. They came here and they spanked us 3-0. What do you have to say?
Well, Tiga, before we even get into the 3-0 spanking by Panama, if you look as far back as in the 2000s, Jamaica has not had a very good run against Panama in the World Cup qualifier. 2004, that's the 2006 World Cup campaign. Jamaica lost to Panama at home 2-1. We also went on to do a historic draw in Panama 1-1. In the 2014 campaign, we saw that the Jamaicans didn't do too badly, coming away with 2 draw. But where it looks really bad is in the 2018 campaign. We had losses, 2-0 losses against Panama, both home and away. And of course, the last match where we failed miserably, losing by 3 goals to 0. And as you can see, the head-to-head, games won by Jamaica are 3, games drawn 7, and Panama has won 9 of the matches against Jamaica. So right now, Panama has the edge head-to-head, especially at home.
But I have, so as I said before, I'm coming on with hope, and I have hope. Remember, we played them in the Gold Cup, and we won 1-0. So that's a string of hope for me. That's my little ray of sunshine. Yeah. So yeah, we beat them in the Gold Cup 1-0. So I have that hope. Definitely I have that hope. So guess what? I'm going to say it's a Gold Cup match we're playing. So we have that upper hand to beat them 1-0. I know that we're not lucky in the World Cup qualification because they always beat us unless we draw. But we beat them in the Gold Cup. That means that there's a sign of weakness. Once we did it already once, we can do it again. So,
well, I tell you what,
fans out there, go ahead.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm looking at this and I hear you about the Gold Cup, but our last 5 matches, it's a draw, a loss, a win in the Gold Cup. So the FIFA matches draw, loss, a win in the Gold
Right,
Cup, and then a big loss in Jamaica in this current campaign, 3-0
right.
to Panama.
But we can rightly say that the team that played them in the Gold Cup wasn't a setup side. You
In
know,
the,
a
in
side.
the
It
World
was
Cup.
like a big. You understand? But right now we have, I say, a proper balance now. You know, we have a proper understanding now. So, and I think they can come away with something. I think they can come away with a win. What say you?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always hope in terms of coming away with a win. But I mean, we have a different coach. Although
Yes,
some people will tell you that at the time, the team that coached the players going into the Panama game is the current interim coach, Paul Hall. He was here with the 8 players as we played that 3-0. So
but he
therefore,
never get that. He didn't get a chance to train with them.
no man,
They
no,
didn't
no,
get a
no, no,
chance
no,
to kick the
no,
ball around in the
no, no,
park.
no. Paul Hall was the coach who was left in Jamaica training with all the 8 English-based players who actually came in while the team went away for the Mexico game. So he would have been familiar, and it is probably an opportunity now for him to have redemption into into righting the wrongs that took place
You
against
know,
Panama in September.
Adrian, you know, I hear that. I hear that thing, you know. Yes, Panama have them training, keeping them fit to when Whitmore come. So when Whitmore come with that Panama game, with that game in Jamaica, who coached that game? Was it Whitmore coach that game or Paula?
So
When the
let's
game,
let's put it this way. It's as simple as this. Theodore
yes.
Whitmore is the coach, but Paul
Mm-hmm.
Hall was the assistant coach in terms of him in Theodore Whitmore's head in terms of managing the team, picking the squad. But Paul Hall
Mm-hmm.
must have had some influence in working with those players. That is what he was brought here to do. So
Right.
therefore, he can go before and say that he trained the team. Whitmore actually executed, but this
Mm-hmm.
time around, he doesn't have that excuse of Whitmore there.
Right.
He's the
Right.
one who is in charge.
Right.
He's the one that is in charge, and we
Right.
want to actually look at him to make the
Okay.
decisions, and he has that opportunity to right those wrongs.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the spanking that we got at the National Stadium. We were outplayed. We were outgunned. We were everything. Panama came, they saw, and they conquered. They whipped us 3-love in our own yard. You know? What say you? What you have to say?
So the match against Panama, we want to have it in our as far back in our rearview mirror as possible. It was one of our worst performances of the campaign, in which we made 8 changes to the starting side, brought in players, and literally looked really disjointed. This time around, a number of those players are back in the team. Ethan Pinnock is back. He looked much better against Mexico in the last game. And we're looking at Greg Lee is back in the side. He looks good. So the team looks a lot more composed. Mikel Antonio has gotten his foot fully wet. Since then, he has scored 2 goals. And the team hopefully can actually put together some performance. Most importantly right now is that Damian Lowe got a red card, so he's suspended for this game. We haven't heard of any injury concerns. Javin Brown went off with a little bit of cramps. He seems to be fine right now. So it is hope that the team can find some consistency, some gel, and actually produce a better result than what they actually did on Thursday evening.
Okay. So hope we can get a better result. As Adrian said, we want to put this in the back of the wavy mirror as far back, throw it in the sea of forgetfulness. and let's move on. So let's move on now to the standing. All right, in the standing, we have Canada leading with 19 points, USA, followed by USA with 18 points, Mexico, 17 points, Panama, 14, Costa Rica, 12, Jamaica, 7, El Salvador, 6, and Honduras, 3. All right, so even if we won this match tomorrow, even if we won this match, Jamaica will be sitting on 10 points, still in 6th position. But the good thing that Panama will be sitting with 14 points. But if Costa Rica won, Costa Rica will jump ahead of Panama. They're going to be sitting on 15 points. So it's definitely a must win for us. You understand? To stay in contention. We can hope that Costa Rica lose, Panama will lose, still having hope, and Jamaica will win. What say you?
Yet, Tigat, the hope is that Costa Rica loses. Now, Jamaica is delicately placed. We have 5 remaining games, right? Of those 5 remaining games, 3 of them are at home, 2 of them are away. The first one is against Panama, the next is against Canada. But after the Panama game, Costa Rica comes. Now, this is where it gets. Jamaica has an opportunity to swing this thing, make a big swing. If Jamaica wins 10 points, it means you're probably between 2 points or 5 points off Costa Rica, depends on how their result goes. But if they would have been 4 points behind Panama, which is good. You still have to depend on some other teams to get good results. But if you beat Costa Rica in the next match, you get yourself up to 13 points, and you are basically very close to the Panama and the Costa Rica for that 4th position. Now, the important thing is to take it one game at a time, right? Jamaica will need to be compact at the back. They will need to take their chances, and they'll need to not fade away as they did against Mexico in the last match, right? So it is possible. Very difficult place to play in, but just as Costa Rica showed in their match against Panama on Thursday night, Costa Rica took their opportunity, got a 1-0, was stubborn about it, and they were able to come out victors. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to the prediction. All right. Move on to the prediction. Fans out there, tell us what you think about the head-to-head, and now we're moving on to the prediction. Adrian, what's your prediction?
All right, so my prediction is that Jamaica will go in this game on the front foot, trying to attack the Panamanians, while at the same time being very cautious not to concede. Panama has tended to score and win Jamaica by the odd goal or 2. They will not want to fall behind because Jamaica has conceded the second most goals in the qualifying, 12 goals. They're without their main central defender, and they will not want to concede the way they have been conceding the last couple of games from crosses. So Jamaica will want to score first and probably score even a second goal and then try to keep it tight. I'm expecting that Jamaica can pull off a 2-1 victory in this one. I'm still not convinced that we can keep out a goal, but I would love for us to win a 2-1. If that doesn't happen, good night, sweet Prince. It's back to the drawing board, and Coach Paula Hall will have to be doing a lot of scratching of his head, and just to be starting from scratch.
Okay, so as I start the program, I tell you that I have hope and I still have confidence in the Jamaica team, and I think the Jamaica team is going to come out 2-love victory. We're not going to concede a goal. We're going to win convincingly 2-love. You understand? And there, the train is going to start turning. The wheels are going to start turning. So, DTM fans, tell us what you think. It's not over. Give us your prediction. Do you think that the Reggae Boyz is going to win this match? And if they do win this match, they do have a chance. So, type down the bottom your prediction, your score, how much you think the Jamaican is going to win by, and tell us if you feel like the Reggae Boyz still have a chance. Has been another exciting episode of Sports Down the Middle. Remember to tell a friend so that friend could tell another friend and that friend could tell another friend. Be blessed. Adrian, thank you and have a good night.